and it's actually the next day. I didn't get all my stuff done like I had planned last night. So this has completely dried, and I've got the canvas rotated the other direction just because I felt like, since I wasn't using an easel, just so I could record this, it would be easier for me to do it up and down instead of left to right. But we'll see how that goes. I could very well wind up wearing lots of my paint, but I have my paint clothes on. All right. So what I think I'm going to do is, I've got some of this Payne's gray and the blue gray, these darker blues. I think I want those around the edge of the painting. I'm going to grab some paint. Yeah, I should probably be using my easel for this, but I have to figure out some sort of a different setup, like a filming setup. All right, just got this. Payne's gray. It's kind of giving that a rough, dry brush. I love this texture that you get from dry brushing, and this it's just a hardware chip brush, but I love these because I don't know if you can see, but they're like very wispy, I guess you would say, on the edge. They're not, here, let me grab another one. See, like if you see these brushes, these are all just super flat and have a flat edge, but this has a really wispy edge, and I love the texture that these give. Hopefully I can stay in frame for the most part. I really don't want to wind up wearing too much of this. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on the edges. I really envision this being a landscape orientation, not the portrait like I've got it laying right now. Normally I don't have a plan. I don't have my paintings all planned out ahead of time, but I had an idea for this and I just wanted to go with it. Normally I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. Let's see, can you guys see that? So I just want this kind of, I'm going to do the lighter colors over the top of this, and I really just kind of want this blue just to kind of shine through like a shadow. More paint. Eek. It's too much. Kind of reminds me of blue jeans. Kind of has a denim effect. All right, we're going to see how much of this I wear. Scoot it up a bit. Luckily, this is not going on too thick right now, so. Maybe I won't have it all over my clothes. Again, I'm just dry brushing. I'm not using a wet brush or any water at all. At least yet. Really love that texture that it gives. And I think I'm going to just edge along those colors. Or paint. Got bristles on the loose. Let's see. That's looking pretty cool. Trying to get around some of that texture. Ooh, it's got my hand hurting. All right, let's see. I may want this a tad bit darker up here. And I'm sure I'll have to add more in as we put the other lighter colors over the top. Just a tiny bit more. Oh, bristles falling out. everywhere. Oh, and there's one too. Okay, let's see here. So a lot of times I'll check kind of how things are looking, since I can't really back up at this angle. I'll just check my viewfinder or the camera, or in this case my phone, and see how it looks in there. A lot of times that'll give you a good idea. Like if you're missing spots or anything. Something's looking off, it's a good way to figure it out. Yeah. All right. I think that's pretty good for that layer. All right, let me pause here just a second. I'm going to set up the rest of my paints and I will be right back. All right, I've got some of my paints put out. And what I did was just kind of mix in a little pile all together my white paint. I used this parchment, which I really like, and then I also used some gesso. I like the gesso because it takes some of the shine out of the acrylic paint, and I just like the way that looks. And then I didn't want it, you know, stark white, so I added a little bit of that parchment in there. See how that looks. I think I'm going to start out with a brayer and see what we can do with that. Just gonna go right over that blue. Still looking pretty white. I think after I get this coat down, we'll kind of switch things up a little bit. right, let me turn this around. See, I finally get smart. Do things the easy way, not the hard way, they say. All right, I don't seem to be very good at doing that, I'll tell you. Okay, I'm liking the way it's looking. I like it. And it looks to me like on camera, it may not be picking up too good. The difference between kind of that parchment color, which is the off-white, and the regular white. But we've got both going on right there. All right. Okay, guys, I'm back. I took a little time just to go through and fill in the canvas, and especially just kind of work around these colors. I turned the camera off. I figured I didn't want to bore you guys to death. But so I really like how it's turning out. The only thing is I really wish that I hadn't made such a strong line under there of the blue showing through. So I'm going to try to kind of cover up that transition line. And I think I'm just going to use a damp sea sponge. And I have the parchment color and gesso mixed together. And I will probably to come through here and touch up this edge then, because that'll be sticking out like a sore thumb. I don't know, I wish I hadn't to put the blue there like I did as well. I probably should have just put it as a base coat over the whole thing. But learn from your mistakes. Oop, I don't really want to cover that up. That's some of that showing through from the old painting. I kind of like that. I don't get that too heavy. I do like the blue around the edge. It looks pretty interesting. I just want to break up some of that edge there. What I can do is spray it just a little bit with some water and take my silicone wedge, which is really just a bowl scraper, and just kind of go over that a little bit. Plus, I'll probably even do maybe one more layer. This way it won't be so obvious what we did. Let's see. I think that's all right. All right, I'm going to flip this around again. Sorry for the messy table. It gets used quite a bit. All right. Let's see. So far, so good. All right, let me get my sponge back over here. Kind of do the same thing down here just to break up that solid blue line. When I was working on this a while ago, I just took a silicone brush. Some people call these a color shaper, and just kind of spread the color, the white paint and the parchment over the top. But if you use it flat like this, it picks up all that texture that we left behind. So I thought that looked pretty cool. Actually, let me cover that up. I keep trying to cover that up. Well, that's not bad. All right, so far so good. All right, guys, I'm gonna let this layer dry a little bit, and I'll come back and we'll get it touched up and finished up. Hey guys, so off camera, all I did was take the sponge and just kind of go over some of these edges where you could see like the line of blue demarcated underneath there, which, like I said, I wish I hadn't done that. But so I just went with the with gesso and the parchment, and just mixed those together and basically sponged all over the whole canvas. And I think that I am done. I think that's it. You can see a lot of different texture in there. I'm sure the camera is not going to pull it up, but you can see it almost has, I don't know, a dark look underneath, almost dirty, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of darker on the bottom, lighter on the top. And like I said, this is still showing through from the underpainting, which I really liked. And I really do like the edges, though, how they turned out dark. And then this has got a lot of texture on it. I think it turned out super cool. And I usually paint my edges. These are the really thick, like 1.5 maybe inches deep canvases. So I always paint my edges so they don't have to be put in a frame. So I will paint the edges. Probably I'm going to do in the Payne's gray, just to kind of bring it all together, and that'll be it. Then we will call her done. Well, I hope this was helpful in some way, maybe inspiring, or hopefully maybe you had your own art supplies out or crafts or whatever, and did your project along with me. But let me know what you guys like as far as the video styles. If you like voiceovers and the painting sped up, or do you like long videos that, you know, maybe would have shown the whole process? Let me know. I just felt like you guys would get too bored watching the same stuff, but of course you can always fast forward. So let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on the next one.